commercial entity. You know, you have some people who might have some science, but that type of core of who the artist is, like people know when I drop a track, you're going to hear lyrical, superficial, super scientific, pugilistic. That's never been like a commercial like vehicle as far as like making dollars, okay? But yeah, I guess that, and then also the imagery of artists didn't really emerge as far as from New York until Biggie. Like the whole imagery, like promoting an image and letting that actually sell the records beyond the music, that came in with Puffy. And a lot of people may have hated on Puffy, but when we really look at it, Puffy was a marketing and a promotional genius, you know, and it's nowadays a lot of artists like myself is trying to catch up and trying to play this social media game and try to like push our image and let the image sell the music. And Puffy did that, and he did it in a special, unique way by cross-branding artists with high fashion. Even though Biggie was street and hard, he cross-marketed him and branded him with like Versace and like all these different brands, and it kind of, like it led the way for Jay-Z. If you think about it, so you know all those dudes like Rockefeller and Dipset and a lot of them, oh, they marketing and they business savvy. You could say to Diddy because he was the first one to think. He didn't even think out the box. He thought out of the planet, you know. So
Right.
shout out to Diddy, and yeah, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Your debut album dropped in 2000. Was that the right time for Afu-Ra, or would you have preferred the album come out a little sooner after the buzz?
Uh, I guess not. I guess I'm a firm believer of like you get what you get, and at the same time, I wasn't really in the driver's seat. It wasn't like I was hunting my deal. It wasn't like I was really like focused on the business like that. I was in the euphoria, like this rap euphoria. Like I'm in the video. Okay, I sometimes look down on myself because of that, but at the same time, it is who I was, and you can't really change your past. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I work so hard now. Maybe because when I first got on, my mind wasn't on business. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I think also like, okay, I don't want to say no names, but the people who I was around when I came into the game, they had their head in the business, in the game, but they weren't business minded like Puffy, like Jay-Z, like Master P, like can I say the RZA? I'm not even gonna put RZA in this category because RZA and the Wu-Tang, they had such a niche type of following. They didn't really have to be super business minded and business savvy. But people like Puffy and Master P and Jay-Z and Cameron and them with the whole Dipset and definitely Hot Boys, Lil Wayne and Baby and all that. Those are the units that came in the rap game and the music industry. And you could say, how could I say, they really manipulated the market to get what they think they should get based on what they were projecting they could sell because they had so many people behind them, and
Right.
so I can't really say I can't say I didn't care, but also remember I was in a car accident, so I had Whirlwind through cities. I got hit by a car. It took me like almost a year to really start making tracks again, and my first single after Whirlwind was Defeat. And when we did Defeat, that's when we started putting the whole album together. And then at the same time, my label D&D Records, they had a distribution fallout at that time. So uh, initially they were going to go with one company, and then at the last minute, the distribution deal fell out. So we ended up having to wait, and my first album got pushed back. I think maybe like half a year, so it came out a little bit late. But I wasn't really stressing it, because I was like I said, I was in this euphoria of being happy to be an artist, and if there's any artists out there that's listening, right, I would say please don't make that. I won't say don't make that mistake, but I would say nowadays is the information, the age of information. Nowadays is the time to take care of your business. Be independent. Market yourself. Get your social media together. Have a specialist with social media and marketing and YouTube promotion. You know, that's the way a young or new artist should start their stuff from the ground up. Okay, so this way, once you got your following, once you got your music is tight, also have a slogan. For example, like have something that people are gonna remember you by. I never had that. I had what people would know me for, but I didn't have what people would remember me by. So as far as like on a song, my persona. So develop something that's you. Like DMX had the or Jay Z. What did Jay Z? Jay Z had Rockefeller for Life. Or you know, a lot of niche artists, they have something characterized as them. You know, and that's special. Originally, Ghostface Killer, he had the mask. Okay, he didn't even have to say nothing, but everybody remember him because of the mask. So point I'm making is have something aside from your songs that people gonna remember you by. If it's a slogan, mine's became "Watch out." Afu-Ra, I'm in the house right here with the journalists. Yeah, we're doing a bit. What that became mine, but I learned it late. I learned that late. So for my artists out there, if you're coming out new, have something that people are gonna be able to remember you by. Get your social media game tight. Of course, have that music. Have something that's like whoa, undeniable. Have your music that's like. Remember, you a new artist, so take chances. Take chances. Hip hop is a combination of many different genres of music. You know, don't be afraid. You know, take chances. And if I could give any advice to the youngins or even people our age, who just scared to pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger. But just have a plan, you know? Have a plan.
Dope. You went on to release 2002's Life Force Radio, 2004 Perverted Monks, 2005 State of the Arts, 2012 Body of Life Force 2, all the way up to
Wow.
Urban Chemistry. Um,
Oh,
how
you
have you
missed one.
progressed
You missed
create
one. You missed one. Master Chef LP. The Master Chef.
Master
If you
Chef
haven't
LP?
heard,
How can I do that?
yeah, yeah, you can Google it. Afu-Ra Master Chef with a Z.
How have you progressed creatively throughout the years?
I was, I mean, it's hard to answer that. I mean, I listen to certain comments that I might get on certain songs. Some of my diehard fan base, Sin-seer, right?
Yes, sir.
Some of my diehard fan base, Sin-seer, they feel like I'm slipping. I'm gonna say some. A lot of them is supporting me. I've been blessed. I've always got a lot of support. But some of my diehards, you know, my diehard supporters, they be like, I'm slipping. I forgot how to flow, or why I'm doing this. Maybe this is an obstacle I've always had to overcome. No matter what albums I've dropped, I've always had a little bit of negative satire commentary in the frame of like I fool lost it or he only could rap great on primo beats and blah blah blah, you know. So I would say how I've progressed is basically not letting that not letting that like deter me from taking the chances, you know what I mean? If you haven't heard the Urban Chemistry album, you might hear what I mean. Like I got artists on my record rapping in Spanish. I got okay. I've always had the reggae connection, so people know me. But maybe musically, I got a little more musical with the producer. It's not so straight ahead boom bap. There's the boom bap element there, but maybe it's a little more orchestrated, more. I can't say more, but just like a different chemistry musically where I'm at. So I would say how I've grown is just allow myself to be free in a way, like not put myself in a box. Try to remember, like I forget where I read it, and it was like never let them see you coming. You know, like in the realm of sports and business and artistry and being an entity outside of a lot of entities. Not to say do things to stand out, but never let them see you coming. That way, nobody gonna be like, yeah, okay, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Okay, now he's gonna say influential. Okay, now he's gonna say, and I somehow always kept that with me to like do what I feel. Let the beats inspire me, and for the most part, like don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try, and maybe at the same time listen to criticism from people who I would really value their opinion, like having the ear open, actually even asking them. Maybe I've grown in that way. And back in the days when I was making the first albums, especially with DJ Premier, it was like most of the beats Primo made on my first two albums. So Primo made the beat. I went in the studio. I just, yeah, it's dope. I rapped. He said I flew harder, stronger, faster. Maybe some of the other producers, they didn't really give me that, but still Primo oversaw the record. So he would say like, okay, yeah, I'll mix this, or yeah, it's tight. And I very seldom had to over redo my lyrics. But on my current album, the Urban Chemistry album, my producer, he's a French guy. He's a musician. He's a drummer, band leader, and pretty much he composes all the tracks in his head before he makes them. And then he might get a musician to play chords, a pianist to play that. He might play the drums, and vice versa. So I would say creatively, I've grown since Whirlwind to Cities is just being able to listen, being able to also, like I said, take the chances. Not really much more than back then, but kind of like I'm conscious of it now. When I did Whirlwind, and I wrote the first album, I didn't really have concepts. I heard the beat. I thought about, okay, this is the title. I wrote the rhyme. Now I guess I'm a bit more orchestrated, where I'm kind of hearing and seeing things, and I'm kind of like a producer, but I'm not a producer because I don't make the tracks. So I would say I've grown in that way, where I'm able to hear music a lot more, and kind of know what it's difficult to say. It's a difficult route. I guess to be free, to be as free as I can be, and still try to give you that heat. I guess that's how I've grown, being
No
free.
doubt. We got about 5 minutes before we get out of here. Can you tell the
No doubt.
viewers, Afu-Ra, what you got upcoming and what they can be on the lookout for?
Oh yes, sir. Yes. So basically, as we mentioned, okay. So I'm here tonight with y'all. Big up all the people, the whole nation. We all one nation. Remember that. That's the one thing I want to say. Maybe I've grown creatively, also in a sense that learn to say something aside from your music, because I feel like a lot of our people, some people know, some people they just want to hear you rap, they just want to see you dance, they just want to see you act in a movie. But some people are looking for a little bit of leadership, maybe if not so leadership, but just somebody maybe to say something. Like Tupac said, I'm going to be the person that's going to spark the revolution. Sometimes the revolution is internally. So maybe I've grown in a way like, let me try to offer something spiritually, physically, chemically, aside from music, because I might be looking for it, and at the same time, I might can share something. Somebody else might be like, yeah, okay, and just open up a different type of relationship with my supporters. Okay, so that's definitely a way I've grown. So yeah, tomorrow my new single, Lion Science. Okay, it's crazy. The album is Urban Chemistry. You can stream it right now. By the way, a lot of people have been supporting my streams and my videos. I'm very happy, and I'm proud to say that my international market, my people everywhere, is really feeling the album. So if you haven't checked it out, Urban Chemistry, you can Google it, you can stream it, every platform. And the new single tomorrow, right here on my Instagram, on my YouTube, Lion Science, Urban Chemistry. Watch out!
Can you shout out your social media where everybody can follow you, maybe find your merch, find back copies of your albums? Where can everybody find you at on social media?
Yes, sir. So basically, everybody, you want to find me on social media, I'm going to hit it off right here in the chat. You can find me. Basically, Instagram is so flooded, so let's just keep it with the Instagram, okay? So Real Afu-Ra, all my latest and my greatest, what I might be doing, the news, my tour. I'm not really doing any merch right now because of the coronavirus, and I'm selling my album and my streaming my album, so I don't want to be too like motivated about to take people's money. Of course, yes, I'm selling my album. Please support it. It's a way that can help me do a next album. So I'm just keeping myself tight. What you can check me out on is hit me up on my social media, Real Afu-Ra, also Facebook, Real Afu-Ra. Also, if anybody is here internationally from France, Spain, or from a country where they don't speak English and you want to learn how to upgrade your spoken English, get with me. I'm a hip hop English teacher. You can write me, DM me at Real Afu-Ra, and that's what it is.
Afu-Ra, I want to thank you for everything you've done for the culture. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
spending this evening with us. Also, happy 26th anniversary to your debut appearance on The Sun Rises in the East. And anything you need, I'm here for you. Anything you want to promote, any music, be sure to send it my way. This has
Much respect.
been
Much respect.
this has been Quarantine episode 36. I'm the German
Right on.
Sin-seer. That's Afu-Ra. Thank you for
Yes,
joining
sir.
us.
Thank you very much. I love you. One love. Hit me up for anything. Just DM me. I got you. Watch out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Much respect.
Peace.